What's up guys, it's Average Joel, making average content for the average viewer, and don't worry, I know what you're thinking, and no, I'm not going to go on a massive sweary rant again like I have done in my past couple of videos, because I realised that all of this being thrown at you all the time might make you a little depressed, and that's not really what I'm trying to do here. I mean, Cold War's making us all about as depressed as we can be anyway, so we'll move past that. Now look, I know that you're looking at the title of this video and thinking, oh, what? I love Warzone, how can Warzone be bad? And I want to get this straight right off the bat. I don't think that Warzone is a bad thing, and I actually really enjoy the experience that Warzone gives us. But the point that I'm going to try and make in this video is that no matter how much we all love 6v6 standard Call of Duty, the fact that Warzone is doing well will always mean that Call of Duty's standard multiplayer will get left behind, and I'm going to explain that in this video, hopefully. Now before we go on, if you're enjoying this type of content, then please leave it a like, or leave it a dislike if you don't like it, and if you're brand new here, then maybe consider subscribing. Okay, so I don't know if it's because I've just come off of making a few really ranty videos about Cold War and I'm feeling quite angry about the game, or because I've just sat through a 3-hour video by one of my actual heroes, B Dobbins FTW, who is one of the best commentators you will ever listen to. And yes, you did hear that right, he has just released a video that was 3 hours long, and honestly it is the most intense 3 hours I've ever sat through, but way worth it, and probably a lot better than The Hobbit too. So this made me actually think about what is going on in the Call of Duty community and why Warzone seems to get a lot more love from the community than anything else. And I want to talk about Warzone as a whole. I mean, what is Warzone? It is a battle royale. Now, if we're to look at battle royales in general, we've got to think to ourselves, what is it that is making this genre of game completely blow up? And it's been like 3 years that people have been loving battle royales and they have not got bored of them yet. And why is that? Well, I'm going to put it to you that it is because it taps into one of our basic human natures, and that is to be the best and to fuck bitches. But I mean, if we're going to actually talk about it seriously, I don't think that if you're really good at Warzone, women are going to come flocking to your door, but your brain doesn't know that. And you can trick your brain into thinking that you're actually accomplishing something really, really great when you win against 150 other players. The whole thrill behind winning a battle royale isn't the fact that you're just playing a game that you're actually quite good at. It's because when you kill someone in that game, they aren't respawning. They are literally being taken out of the game, and no matter how much you believe that it's your success that is enjoyable, it's actually the fact that you've created another player's demise that really, really tickles your fancy. I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but that is genuinely what I believe is the reason I like it. Now, there is a difference with Warzone to other battle royales, and if you have been a long-term subscriber, you might have seen a video that I made probably over a year ago now, where I discussed how I didn't like battle royales. And if you haven't seen that video, don't worry, because I think only about 200 people in the whole world did. But if you get a chance, go back and watch it. I was discussing how I wanted to play the solo mode of Apex Legends when that came out, but the frustrations that I found was with all of the RNG and the randomness in games like battle royales. I found it super frustrating that I had no control over how good I was going to be at the game. And so when I got into a game and I got killed because someone had found a bloody wingman or whatever the meta is in Apex Legends now, and I only had some crappy little pistol, I was frustrated because I knew that it wasn't down to the skill level that I had attained in the video game, but instead down to the luck that I had when I landed. I didn't think that I was going to enjoy Warzone as much as I did because of these inherent issues that I have with battle royales. But what Warzone has done differently is actually quite clever. They have made it so that you only have a very short amount of time at the beginning of every match that is going to make you rely on luck. It's only the initial landing portion and maybe the first 3 or 4 minutes of a game that really give you that sort of luck that you need so you can pick up a good gun and beat the other people that have landed next to you. But what Warzone has done different is that they have given us our own custom loadout, meaning not only are we beating 150 other people when we win, but we are doing that with something that we have crafted as our own, an expression of our own personality in that loadout. So when you know that you have finished and you have fought everyone and you have come out on top because you've been the best in the whole lobby, that is partly down to your decisions about what weapons you take into the fray with you. Also eliminating any of the randomness, because as soon as you get that loadout, it's all down to you and your own skill, and anything bad that happens tends to be down to your lack of judgment when you've chosen the things that you want in your loadout. So why is this all going to kill Call of Duty? I know that this is such a striking thing to say because ultimately this is Call of Duty. Warzone is part of Call of Duty, but what I really want to get across is that I don't think that Warzone is classic Call of Duty. And by classic Call of Duty, I mean 6v6 standard respawn Call of Duty. You see, for years and years, Call of Duty had what the Battle Royale genre has got now, and that is the attention of every gamer in the world. Okay, maybe not every gamer, but the vast majority, and especially the casual player base. Because even with Warzone, a game that is designed to have one winner, and by that nature is actually quite a hardcore game design, even the most casual players in the world can still attain that win and still feel like they are the god of the game. Whereas in 6v6, what do we have to show for being good? I know that I've gone on about it and I've beaten this horse to death, but skill-based matchmaking in 6v6 modes is making it so that we have nothing to attain by playing this game mode. And as a result, I find myself thinking, well, maybe I'll just go and play Warzone instead of sitting through more hours of just depression because I cannot outshine anyone. I cannot do better than the average person in my lobbies, and as a result, I don't feel like I'm actually achieving anything. Now look, I know that this all sounds a bit pathetic because why should I have the right to outshine in a lobby? And that is completely fair. And I think that if we were given a rank in these lobbies and after we'd completed a certain amount of matches and won them, then we would go up a rank, then that would be fine. But at the moment, it just seems like I turn it on for a casual game and then get blasted in the ass because I've done well for the past 4 games, and it's just not fair and it's not rewarding. Whereas with Warzone, even though there is skill-based matchmaking within Warzone, and before you try and argue that there isn't, I firmly believe that there is, I think that that's really good. I think that the competitive nature of Warzone rewards you when there are better players in your lobby, because if every game you played was against casuals, like we're saying we want for Cold War and the multiplayer side of things, it would feel completely hollow and all of your victories would mean nothing because you know that you're against noobs. Whereas when you're in a Warzone lobby against other top tier players and you know that you've beat them, then that just makes you feel all that more rewarded. And as a result, the little tally you have next to where it says wins on the leaderboard actually means something to you. I've got over 50 wins, say, in Warzone, and I've got over 300 wins in Black Ops Cold War, and it means absolutely diddly squat in Black Ops Cold War because every win that I get was probably handed to me by some algorithm, and every loss I've got is because it needs to level the playing field. Now what this means is that Activision are trying to make it so that 6v6 multiplayer is enjoyable for everyone in every skill level, and this is why we have skill-based matchmaking. Now they're not doing it for their own good and to make sure it's fair, they're doing it so that they stay around and then they spend money. But the thing is, they are using this system in conjunction with Warzone, and the casual player base are almost exclusively playing Warzone because of this battle royale nature and how it just appeals to our basic human needs to be the best. Okay, maybe it's not a basic human need, I think it's more of a Western thing, because if you look over in Japan and other places like that, they probably aren't as big on the battle royales and they're more into MOBAs and more team-based things, but you get my point. The West, we want to be the best, and there is no way that you can excel to that level in 6v6 multiplayer. And this is exacerbated by the fact that we no longer even have kill streaks. You're barely rewarded at all for going on a long kill streak without dying. Instead, everyone in the lobby has the opportunity to earn these same score streaks just from simply playing the game. And it is this that at the moment I think is really taking away any of the fun that I could be having in Cold War. Forget about skill-based matchmaking for a second. If I could still manage to fight through the skill-based matchmaking and go on a 10 kill streak, and that would give me my chopper gunner, that would feel so much more rewarding than going on a few 4 kill streaks here and there, and then, oh, someone else has got their artillery strike and someone else has got their chopper gunner, and it's all happening at once because everyone gets that equal chance. That is the reason that it's not giving me that amount of fun. Whereas on Warzone, I know that if I've got to the last 10 and I have 15 kills under my belt, that is because I have bested those 15 other people, and that is what's going to give me the thrill and the adrenaline rush that I look for when I'm playing games. So back to my original point, I think that because of Warzone's success, less and less of the casual player base will want to play standard 6v6, and as a result, the casual player base that are playing 6v6 need to be mollycoddled by Activision and the developers, so there will be stricter skill-based matchmaking put in the game and more participation trophies. This means that for us, the hardcore Call of Duty fan, we are going to be stuck with a choice. We either convert our interest to going all out in Warzone to get our our thrills, or we have to sit here and just try and make the best out of a bad situation when it comes to multiplayer. But anyway, that's my 2 cents, and I know you might think that it's a bit far-fetched, but I just really thought I'd like to get this video out there. Anyway, if you've watched these videos for a while, you'll know that I love to see who sticks around until the end, so if you're still here, I'd like you to let me know by answering this question down in the comments. Do you prefer Warzone or standard 6v6 multiplayer? Anyway, that's it from me today. I'm Average Joel. Peace.